I'm in my mid-60s and there's a few things about aging that nobody warned me about. Not the kind of things you read in retirement brochures, and certainly not the glossy aspirational stuff. I'm talking about the real things, the quiet realizations that sneak up on you when you're not really paying attention. The ones that don't arrive with drama, but arrive with stillness. Look, this isn't a fear-based video, and it's not about regret, and it's definitely not about telling you what you should have done differently. No, this is about awareness, my awareness, and sharing that with you. Because aging doesn't punish you. It actually reveals what you prioritize, sometimes gently and sometimes not so gently. If you're in your 40s or 50s, think of this as a little bit of a preview, a chance to look ahead while you still have life leverage. And if you're already in your 60s, chances are you'll recognize a few of these pretty quickly. And you may even feel a quiet nod of recognition. Welcome to the UnRetired, where you're not done, but you're finally doing what you want. If this kind of honest conversation about life, aging, and retirement resonates with you, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. It helps more people find these conversations. This video isn't a rant. It's actually perspective. Aging doesn't come with a manual. There's no how-to. Nobody sits you down when you're 50 and explains how things will actually feel when you're 63 or 65 or even 70. You got to figure this out in real time, often in small moments when nobody else is watching. And one of the first hard truths is this: at some point, time stops feeling abundant and it starts feeling finite. It's not dramatic at first, but it happens quietly. You notice that weeks go by faster, the years feel shorter, and suddenly you find yourself asking different questions about how you spent time on a Tuesday afternoon. For me, it really hit me when I started looking at life expectancy calculators. And that's not something I would have done in my 40s. Back then, I felt time was elastic, stretchable. I had plans for the next year, the next 5 years. For decades, I had plans. But now it feels defined. And the realization isn't about death. It's actually about urgency. I don't regret failing at things. I regret the days I didn't use. The days I didn't use wisely and the time that I wasted. The days that slipped away because I assumed I'd have more time later. When later felt guaranteed, when tomorrow felt automatic. When that awareness hits you, it's going to change how you live. You'll stop postponing experiences. You'll stop tolerating things that drain you. You'll become much more intentional with how you spend a morning, an afternoon, or a conversation with a friend. You're going to start asking quietly, but honestly, is this worth it today? The second hard truth is this: health is the real currency of retirement, not money. Look, we all wish we had money, but I really wish I had more health and life. Not money, not freedom, but health. You don't fully appreciate that until something small takes it away. A flare-up, an injury, a sudden drop in energy. Things that you once took for granted, like walking comfortably or sleeping well, bouncing back quickly, they start to require attention and, more importantly, respect. And when your body pushes back, your world gets smaller fast, and I'm talking really fast. Plans become conditional, energy becomes a limiting factor, and that forces a shift in how you think about all your days, all your commitments, and even what ambitions you have left. So in the years, I've learned to plan around energy, not the clock. When I feel good, I do more. When I don't, I listen and I relax. I no longer postpone the things I care about if I can do them today, because energy is as valuable as time, and sometimes it's even more valuable, especially as the older we get. Now, I'm about halfway through this, and let me ask you one thing. Which of these realities are you already noticing in your own life? And look, this isn't age dependent. It could be any age. Is it time, health, energy, or something else entirely differently? Please leave me a comment below with your answer. We read all of them, and your perspective will probably help somebody else who's trying to make sense of where they are too. The third hard truth is one that people rarely talk about honestly. Over time, your family narrows, your friend circle narrows as well. Not all at once, not in any dramatic way, but it happens gradually. There's fewer faces at the table, traditions that look a little different each year, conversations you assume that you'll have again until one day you realize you won't have that conversation again. What you learn is that family and friends aren't something you have. They're something that you show up for. Presence becomes the currency. Time together matters more than ever because you know it's just not infinite anymore. When you realize that, you stop taking moments for granted. Walks, meals, shared trips, ordinary days that quietly turn into memories, and you begin to understand that these small, tiny moments, as small as they seem, are often the ones that you're gonna remember the most. The fourth hard truth that I had to come to terms with surprised me actually in a good way. Simplicity becomes freedom. At some point, stuff stops representing success and starts feeling more kind of like a weight on your shoulders. Physical weight, mental weight, emotional weight. You realize how much energy it takes to maintain all the things and the stuff that you don't actually need or really even care about anymore. Downsizing isn't about deprivation, it's about alignment. What you keep should reflect what you value, not what you accumulated during a different season of your life. Experiences start to matter a lot more than possessions, and space becomes the biggest gift of all. And this next thought is something that is even hard for me to say out loud, but you start thinking about your legacy. And this isn't in a dramatic sense, but it's about practicality. What's somebody else gonna have to sort through when I'm gone? And what story does your life leave behind? Not just financially, but emotionally. And this brings us to the fifth hard truth, and this may be the most important one of all. Mindset decides how you age. Aging doesn't make people bitter. A fixed mindset does. You see it everywhere all the time. People cling to how things used to be, complaining instead of adapting, resisting change instead of staying curious. This is a key thing to remember. Growth does not stop at age 60. It doesn't stop at 65, 70, 75, 80 and beyond. It becomes optional and powerful. Learning new things, embracing new tools, staying open. Happiness doesn't age out. It's still a choice that you make, often quietly, every single day. As I said, I'm 63 now, and I've had to learn those harsh truths in real time and for myself. But before I wrap this up, if I could ask you this, please take a moment to like and subscribe to this video and the channel, and please turn on notifications so you don't miss our future conversations about stuff like this. As you know, we cover money, life, mindset, and what it really means to design a meaningful retirement on your terms. All right, I said I was gonna leave you with some big wisdom at the end of this. Here's the bottom line. Time is limited, so use it deliberately. Health is fragile. Protect it fiercely. Relationships require attention, so nurture them now. And legacy matters more than accumulation, and mindset shapes everything. As I said earlier, if you're in your 40s or 50s, you still have the leverage of time. Use it wisely. And if you're in your 60s or beyond, you're not late, you're right on time. This chapter still counts. So which one of these hit hardest for you? And if you could give your younger self just one piece of advice, what would it be? Leave it in the comments. These are conversations that matter more than you think, and the community will appreciate your point of view. Aging doesn't have to mean everything is closing. It can mean things are opening up too, more intentionally, more honestly, and with far more clarity. And that's what being unretired is all about. If you like this video, YouTube thinks you're gonna like these as well.